Okay. What's reset?
It's asterisk, after asterisk.
Okay.
So you're good for your next. Is this still a new persona or is it a different?
It's the same shit. It's the same thing.
Go for it. Before you start, do you want me to move chat? Just move the game up just a little so you can see like the bottom of the chat.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Is that good?
Yep, I'm good. Is there anything else you can test or no? For the next one. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So, and we're good too?
Yes.
Okay. I guess there's no seed. I could just pick a random one, I guess, right? Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I don't know. Alright, yeah, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is pretty similar to the run I just did. This character has a couple different quirks though. Like you'll notice the levels might look a little weird because there's some of like tiles and things like this that really shouldn't be there. It's done for like a story reason, but basically the gist is that levels will be mostly the same except like you have like this zone 5 bleed, which means that there's a lot more enemies on this character and you have to kind of be careful with how you go about going through the levels. I'll take a shot for it. So this character's a vampire, so you can just like become a bat whenever you want. When you become a bat, it gives you iframes for 1 beat, and also when you transform back, it gives you iframes for 1 beat, which can be really useful for like fading mini bosses and just killing them quickly. And also, I didn't mention before, but stairs in this game are kind of special. Like when you go onto exit stairs in this game, for the most part, enemies can't damage you. So like you'll see a lot of runners will just like finish the floor and just like immediately run for the stairs. Like even if there's enemies that would hit them, because you'll just get iframes on the stairs. The axe is really amazing. It's like probably one of the fastest weapons you get in the game. You basically like, if you lunge at enemies, it attacks like the 3 enemies you lunge at, and it's really, it's just with the way the game works, it's a really fast weapon. Ring of Luck, basically, just like, so, bat enemies in this game, like, their movement is kind of, well, it is randomly decided, like, they can move, like, in any of the 4 directions adjacent to them, but it's randomly decided. Ring of Luck basically affects them and says, if it's possible for bats not to hit you, they always won't hit you, which is useful in, like, Zone 4. Zone 4 introduces black bats, which are the same, except black bats normally, if they can hit you, they will. Like, they'll always hit you if they can. So you can just go on the wire and just like zap everything. It's really cool. Trying to bait the dragon down because normally it fires an ice blast that goes horizontally, so you don't want to fight him horizontally usually. The zone generation for Zone 3 is kind of a mess and can be really hard to read most of the time, so I'm just kind of honestly winging it. But you basically just want to go for areas that look like they're open and have a lot of room, because that's only where the mini boss will be. So like it's probably down right. Also, like when you die on Nocturna, like it normally, you don't really like permadeath like you would on other characters. It just like turns you into bat form and gives you a chance to recover your health. So that's kind of why I'm not really too worried about the health right now and just pushing. It's a really bad item to get. It's basically a one-time use for a shield, which is pretty good, but normally I want like a spell there or something. Shrine of Darkness basically gives you a free map and a compass and a free bomb, and gives you this ring which makes everything dark. And it also, actually, more importantly, so like levels in this game, when they generate, they also generate torches, and torchlight, well, light in this game like aggro's enemies. So the more important thing that they really do is they remove all torches from spawning in levels, which is huge to reduce aggro, which means enemies don't attract to you, which means you could just like push the thing a lot faster. Like you could see like nothing here is really trying to chase me, and that's because the torches aren't on the floor anymore. So normally I would have died there, but like I mentioned before, the bat like gives you, like Nocturna gives you a chance to get your health back, so I got lucky, I guess. It's a bomb spell, which is really bad, and it's probably like the worst item you could get, so I'm not gonna take that. That's a really bad item too. I'm just looking for like health at this point, honestly. Transmute just like changes items into other items, which can be really good or bad depending on how it rolls. Just want to get the armor there, since it's the last shot of the run anyway, and that can actually be useful if I get health back. So This is one of the last story. This is the second to last story boss. It's basically a meme pun on, you know, Frankenstein. It has like these annoying 4 orbs that you're supposed to like step on tiles on to disable, but instead what you really want to do is not get hit and just bomb them, so you don't have to keep like going back and forth. And there's also these like floor tiles which are really obnoxious, along with the mini bosses that he spawns. Okay, that went really well actually. That went like much better than it normally would. And this is the conductor to last boss. So basically, there's like 4 instruments here. You just follow the wire, and you want to step on each of these, and then destroy the instruments. I almost died there, which is honestly pretty epic.
Reanimate! Don't you want to be human again? Reanimate!
This is the final phase.
I will destroy you! Awaken!
You basically just want to hit enemies while you're on the wire to zap the batteries and discharge them. That's really it. Bombs you could also just place right at the start up there, and they'll take some charge out as well. So you want to have a lot of bombs for this fight if you can help it. And that's basically it. So that's it. Yeah.
Your time was 10:34.
Not bad.